Hi guys, how you doing? It's Mike here again, another video. I'm gonna talk about, in this time, about Whoopi Goldberg, and what she said at the View, her program. I'm gonna show several tweets here because I filtered because of about her name and everything. And the thing I wanna tell you about this is what I've been watching about and what I've been reading about, and the problem here, the first problem here, it's about, or I guess is the only problem here. It's about double standards. Uh, and and the thing is about when they're suspending Whoopi, but the thing is some other people, okay, who wrote tweets, they didn't were suspended. They were fired, like Gina Canaro, the former star of Mandalorian, and Roseanne. I know. Most of you will say I don't like her. I don't like Roseanne. But the thing is that if we want a better world, we need to stand by the truth. We need to stand by the things. If we're gonna, cancel somebody, and then we're gonna say no, she is gonna be suspended because I don't know, because she's black or something like that, and Disney don't want any trouble, but because Disney owns ABC, and Gina Canaro was fired over a tweet. So this is what I don't like, and the thing is it's happening right now. It's a double standards. If you see Ocasio Cortez, she told that she's the leader of cancel culture. If somebody thinks uh, something different what she thinks, she wants to cancel everybody. She was defending her, and she said that because of that it was an unnecessary suspension. And the thing is that I wish, or I want to know that if somebody else would do it and is a conservative person, what would happen? And the thing is, this is all political. She got support from people. She's a friend of mine. I'm gonna support her. I don't care what she said. And the thing is that we are messing our lives too, because we are. It's not about defending something because she's wrong with the thing she said. Uh, she tried to look from another perspective, but the thing is that the thing she did was trying to diminish the situation of the Jews in the World War II and the Holocaust. And the thing is because it's the different points of view from left and right, and they say, well, the left people see the Jews as whiter as ever, and the thing is, it's not if you're black or white. If you think this is a religious thing, it's not a religious thing, because the Germans commit genocide and they look at the Jews as a race. Okay, because they were talking about racial purity. So the worst thing here is that most of the people from the left wants, uh, one-way street with the things they don't share, with the things they don't like, with the views or point of view that they don't like or they don't share, but they want her own people to be above the rules they are trying to impose those. I read a funny thing. I'm gonna show you on Twitter. Where the guy put a picture of Whoopi Wolver, and put the in the Star Wars, and it was the part three of the episode three, when the emperor told the gave the order 66 to kill all the Jedi's. It's like making some comparison. It's a funny thing, but I wish to know if what happened with everything that Black Lives Matter did, and all the things they were doing, and the thing is that you cannot own what is racism or what is not, because when you try to kill somebody or anybody because their beliefs, because they look, is racism. And I want to know what is what are her thoughts about when black people hit and beat to death Asian people in the United States. And it's happening right now. Is that racism? Is not? Something to think about. So, guys, I'm gonna put you. There's also a video I want to show you, and the thing is, see, I don't think, you know, in the truth, in the truth is that if we want to change anything, we shouldn't be acting like the people we criticize. So, I'm saying that people wants to cancel her, of course, because they're measuring with the same, with the same ruler. They're measuring her like the left or the other people measure everyone who thinks different. And I know you want to do that, but the thing we have to change is to show others that we're different. The problem is that people is uneducated. There's people, who's blindfolded or blinded for I don't know why, resentment or hate or what I know, what the fuck I know. But they want reason with people. That's why sometimes I see people who wants Whoopi Goldberg being cancelled. I don't think they should do that, but it's like a boomerang effect, and that's a problem. Everything is good when we're canceling others, but it's not good when they're canceling me. And the problem we have with that is that she's acting in a racist way because it's political, but it's racist. So see, there are a lot of things saying here that Holocaust comment shows why we need critical race analysis. Again, another. There's a guy. For example, I guess it has to do with school. I guess we need to learn a little bit more about everything. Another things. Let me check this. Let me see here. I'm gonna show you. Oh, ABC slammed for suspending Whoopi Goldberg for Holocaust remark, but firing Roseanne for offensive tweet. That's what I've been saying before. This is Ocasio-Cortez saying that it wasn't necessary. Wow, no surprises there. With her, no surprises there. It's like it's like a club, and we defend our bullies, we defend our people, and we destroy anyone who doesn't think like us and everything. See, there's Gina Canaro from Mandalorian slams double standards. It's because she's right. She's right. This is what I'm talking about. If we want to criticize people and when I try to cancel everybody, we need to do it with everyone. Even the people who ask others to get cancelled should be cancelled when they make a mistake. There's a guy he has a Jew who has studied the Holocaust. I believe Whoopi Goldberg comment about the Holocaust was not anti-Semitic or should be considered offensive. Everyone is human, can make a gaffe, and it's something that we kind of learn from. Yes, it's okay. It's kind of the way I think too. But the thing is that if somebody talks or says something wrong, she will be asking for that person to be cancelled. That's a problem. There's no free speech. And there's a picture of the Holocaust. What happened to the Jewish people during the Holocaust was not only racism, it was systematic racism. And this is the one I wanted to show you this Babylon Bee. It's a funny thing that it says Order 66 wasn't about the Jedi. What else? Come on, man. There's one thing who wrote. People is crazy about telling about the white supremacy. There's stuff that happened like gazillion years ago, and it was wrong. And I accept it was wrong. But one thing is accepting is what's wrong, move on, and thank God everything changed, and fight for the things that really matters. Look at Africa. Or are you gonna say what happened in Uganda? Black people killing black people, and no, it doesn't count. Why? Because it doesn't fit your narrative. People is bad. There are good people and bad people, and we have to search for the good, not for the race, for the good people, for the people who can make changes. It doesn't matter the color of skin, their beliefs, political view, whatever. But I guess in this moment of resentment, we're past that. I hope we put on some common sense in our minds and change this, because it's kind of funny the way of people thinks right now. It's crazy, but well, I say it's funny because I don't think most of them have studied history or read something about it, because it's too old and I don't care. It happened before, but there's some things I care, that matter to me. But the other things I don't care. I don't believe what that happened. It was a gazillion years ago, and we shouldn't care about that. No. I said we need to understand history, but we cannot be resentful for something that happened in the past, and we weren't, the people living in that situation. We're our ancestors, but we now understand that. We now understand that was bad, and work to everything to be good. There's a guy here who said, Jason Elliott, suspended Whoopi Goldberg for 2 weeks during Black History Month is the most racist thing ever. Come on, dude. Please. See, people defending their point of view, their beliefs. They don't care about double standards. They don't care about anything else. So they're trying to put up some show about making everything around race. It's a shame. It's a shame this is happening. Someone tells poetic justice. A woman who picked a fake Jewish last name for herself, getting suspended for a rant against Jewish people. There's this guy, a video about her race, stereo mother, anti-Semitism. I wanted to hear that. With this, I will finish my.
The problem with it is there's so many issues, and I'm a fan of Whoopi Goldberg. I've always been a fan of her, but there are so many issues what she's saying. It does reveal an awful lot about the confusions that people have around anti-Semitism that are explored in my book. And one of the principal things going on here is the resistance to the idea that anti-Semitism is racism. And I think, what does Whoopi Goldberg think it is? Well, I think what a lot of people think it is religious intolerance. And the problem with that is, I'm an atheist, and the Gestapo would have shot me tomorrow. My great-uncle Arno, who died in the Warsaw Ghetto, was not an observant Jew. And indeed, it's not just the Holocaust. Now, neo-Nazis marching with torches saying the Jews will not replace us in Charlottesville, they would not ask a Jew whether he kept kosher before they set light to their house. They're not interested in faith, and the Nazis were not interested in faith. They were interested in racial purity. That's what the Nuremberg laws were. They were racial purity laws.
But that comment suggests that there are people who think racism is only about the colour of your skin.
Yeah, no, that's true. And there's a specific thing that I think is going on here, which is, Jews, the whiteness of Jews is a very complex thing. I use this phrase in the book, it's a bit early for this, but anyway, called Schrodinger's white. So what I mean by that is Jews are seen as white or non-white depending on the politics of the observer, right? So far-right groups, and for years and years, centuries, have seen Jews as not part of the white races, absolutely part of Hitler's project to say Jews are not part of the Aryan white races. But meanwhile, on the other side, on the far left, the association of Jews, which is a racist thing with power and privilege, makes them kind of super white. And what that ends up with, it's similar to be honest, in the Black Lives Matter thing with saying all lives matter, because it takes away from the specifics of the racism to something very bland and general, like man to humanity to man. Okay, but what's going on here is actually a very particular type of genocide. She talked on Stephen Colbert's show about two sides fighting. This was not two sides fighting. This was an ethnic group being marked out to be destroyed by a military-industrial machine.
Okay. I guess that guy was very clear on what was he saying. And to wrap it up about everything is, all lives matter. All lives matter. See you guys. Hope you like my video. Subscribe.